And tonight in Troy, mourning meets anger after an 18-year-old boy was killed and 3 others were hurt in a late-night crash. This happened on southbound I-35's frontage road at Loves Boulevard. We reported on the dangerous intersection just weeks ago, and TxDOT has added signage warning that cross traffic does not stop. Curtis Quillen tells us why this mom is so upset.
I knew my son was on his way home because I talked to him at 10:30, so I knew when they woke me up and he wasn't there that something had happened.
Rayton Garcia was driving home just before 11 o'clock Sunday night, but he never made it. Here at the southbound I-35 frontage road and Loves Boulevard in Troy, he was in a crash with an SUV carrying 5 people. 4 of them were taken to a nearby hospital. Rayton was pronounced dead at the scene.
You can't prepare yourself, even though we lost a child 3 years ago for the same thing. We can't prepare ourselves for that call.
You know, officers come to this location with a high degree of frequency. In fact, I think since that last interview this is the 3rd crash we've had since that interview.
The crash comes roughly 3.5 years after his sister, Caitlin Fuller, died in a crash on a dangerous stretch of Old Waco Road in Troy. Mercer says after her daughter's passing, the speed limit was lowered there and reflectors were put on the road. Now, after losing a second child at such a young age, she says she's angry.
Why do my kids have to die before you get out there and fix something? They're going to fix it now, because I will not let another parent bury their child because they can't put some blinking lights out there or something to tell them there's something at that intersection.
TxDOT is now going to do a study on the intersection of Loves Boulevard and the I-35 southbound access road.
That was just 17 days before Garcia's life tragically ended in this same intersection. Less than 14 hours after the crash, State Representative Hugh Shine stood on that sidewalk on the access road, touring the intersection with Gary Smith, Troy's police chief, saying it no longer needs to be a study, it needs to be a conversation, and that conversation needs to happen now.
And I'll pick up the phone and I'll be talking to the district engineer, and if it's necessary for him to come out here and meet with the chief and I, will do that. If otherwise, something needs to be done here immediately.
Shine says he's pushing for a stop sign to be added, making it an all-way stop. Mercer says she will push for change until it happens.
Pray for us and pray for justice that they fix this intersection so that his name is not in vain.
In Troy, Curtis Quillen, 6 News.
Can't imagine that mother's grief. TxDOT says safety is its #1 priority, and the review of the intersection is ongoing, elaborating that it won't speculate on the cause of the crash while it is under investigation.